to this yoga for beginners. What you'll need for today is a mat, a couple of pillows, and a book. So join me in a comfortable seated position on the mat. And before we get started, this is an easy follow through video, so feel free to take each pose with me, or if you want to, press pause after we go through a sequence of poses. There will be 8 in total. Okay, so join me on the mat, and I'd like you to just close your eyes for me. First of all, just see how you're sitting. Check in with your body. Make sure that you're sat equally on both seat bones, and if you're not, readjust yourself so that you are sat equally. You can sit in a nice neutral position with just both your legs crossed, as I'm showing you here, and I just want you to just let go of all kind of preconceived ideas and thoughts that you might have about yoga. Just let all of that go. Straighten your spine for me. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your spine nice and straight. Close those eyes. And I just want you to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply for 3 as you feel your belly expand. Hold for a second and then exhale for 4. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to take a cushion and just place your seat bones on the cushion, just to give you a little bit of space and support on your lower spine. And we're just going to repeat those breaths. Inhale for 3. Hold, and then exhale for 4. When we're inhaling and exhaling, focus only on the breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're now going to move on to the second pose. Seated twist pose. Again, you can either have your cushion underneath your seat bones, or if you feel comfortable, just remove the cushion and make sure your seat bones are even on the mat. This seated twist is fantastic for digestion, detoxifying the body, helping with metabolism. So let's start by placing your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind your back, and if you can place your palm of your hand on the floor, that would be great. Inhale, straighten your spine, and as you exhale, move your gaze to the back. Open your eyes and look back. If you find this too difficult and your hand can't reach the floor, grab your book, place your book behind you, and then place your hand on top of the book. And that should give you some support for that right hand. Look behind you. Remember to roll your shoulders back and keep your spine nice and neutral. We're going to stay in this position. A nice twist, helping with the detoxification through the digestive system and help with metabolism. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 4. Inhale for 3, exhale for 4. On your exhale, see if you can twist a little bit further every time. And return to a neutral position. Let's repeat this on the other side. Place your right hand over your left knee. Your left hand goes behind you. You can place your book there if you want for support. If not, place your palm on the floor. Inhale, neutral, straight spine. As you exhale, look back, look behind you, gaze straight. Keep those shoulders rolled back, spine nice and straight. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 3. And as you exhale, try and twist a little bit further. and return to neutral. If you want to progress to the next pose, please do. If you want to stay in the second pose and repeat on the left side and the right side, please do. The third pose is a butterfly pose, and this is so great if you have tight hips or any tension in your lower back. So now we're going to uncross your legs and try and bring your feet together. So imagine your big toe together, align your big toes and each and every single toe up together, and then nice neutral straight spine. You can either hold your toes and then try and aim for your knees to be towards the floor. Another alternative is to place your hands behind your back, straighten your spine and push your knees down that way. You can hold this position, keep your shoulders back, make sure your spine is nice and straight and neutral, and repeat the same breath pattern we've been working on. Another option, if you find this a little bit difficult, is to take a cushion, one underneath one knee and the other side like this, and just repeat. So this really provides a nice bit of support on your knees and also your hips. And to advance this a little bit, you can do little pulses like this with your knees. Imagine like a butterfly is flying. Great. And like I said, if you want to remove the cushions, you can. And just repeat the pulsing position with your spine nice and straight. Shoulders back and try and engage your abdominals. Repeating the same inhale for 3 and exhale for 4. Moving on to the fourth pose, the cat-cow. Just going to move our pillows out the way. Join me in a tabletop position. This pose is fantastic for spinal mobility, releasing tension through your spine. So make sure in this tabletop position that your wrists, your elbows and your shoulders are all in alignment. So make sure you're not too far forward, too far back. Make sure your knees and your hips are in alignment and that your toes can either be engaged like this or relaxed and pointed to the floor. Before we do anything, I just want you to imagine a nice table. Imagine you're balancing some plates on your back. So this will help you visualize a straight and evenly distributed weight. Now, we're going to move to the cow position, and this is when, as you inhale, bring your stomach towards the floor as you pull your shoulders back and you look either in a neutral position, or if you have more flexibility, look up to the ceiling with your eyes. Inhale, and as you exhale into the cat, roll your spine round your back, bring your chin and your gaze towards your chest, feeling a nice deep stretch the back of your shoulders as you exhale. Now repeat the movement. Inhale into the cow position, drop your belly, exhale, round your spine. This cat-cow position is fantastic for teaching you to move with your breath, with the rhythm of your breath. Repeat this 5 to 10 times. Follow the movement pattern of your breath. We're now going to move on to position number 5, the mountain pose. Let's join me in a standing position. Mountain pose is fantastic for engaging the entire body, but also really good for digestive issues, especially with constipation. So before we begin, imagine that your feet are in line with your hips. I'd like you to just reach your toes up to the ceiling and then place them down on the floor so you've got a very good foundation and base through your feet. Imagine being rooted and grounded to the floor. okay? With your upper body, make sure that you're not leaning forward or you're leaning back. Be in a completely neutral position and engage the entire lower body. So engage your quads, engage your glutes for me. Roll your shoulders back and hands with your palms and fingers spread open. Look up, neutral gaze, and we're going to breathe. Inhale for 3, engage your body. Hold, exhale for 4. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. You can repeat this process 5 times with your breath engaging your entire body. If you wanted to progress in this position, you can lift up onto the balls of your feet, either having your hands up above you like this. So make sure that your fingers are looking up to the ceiling, nice and straight. Keep your head and eyes in a neutral position, and you're going to inhale. As you inhale, lift onto the balls of your feet. Engage everything, your quads, your glutes, squeeze everything together. Hold, gently exhale and lower the feet. Keep your hands where they are. Repeat the same process 5 times. Inhale, hold. If you lose your balance, it doesn't matter. Just come back to a starting position and repeat the process. Engage everything and slowly lower. If it's harder with your hands up in the ceiling, just keep them at a neutral position here, but spread those fingers for me. This is an active pose, so make sure everything is engaged. Inhale, lift up. Focus on a spot. Focus on a drishti point in front of you. Hold and exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Again, feel free to repeat this in your own time. We're now going to move on to the next pose. Triangle pose. Let's move our feet wider than our hips. Okay. This triangle pose is really good for anyone that has lower back pain, for relieving tension throughout your entire spine, and also helping with digestion. We're going to start with the right side. So move your knee and your foot out to the right, facing that way. The left foot, you can bring your toes slightly right if you want, or just keep them neutral facing forward. Now what will want to happen is your body will want to go to the right. Try and avoid that and keep your hips facing completely forward for me. And for those of you that arch your back like that, try and squeeze your glutes together so you have a pelvis tuck and everything is in a straight, neutral position facing forward for me. And then inhale and bring your arms up in line with your shoulders and extend those fingers out as much as you can. An active stretch, okay? Inhale and roll your shoulders back for me, and then gently fold from your hip. Imagine someone's pulling your right hand towards you there, towards them to the right. Bring your right hand down. Either place your right hand on your shin like this, or you can move it down onto your foot, wherever you feel comfortable. Now in this position, reach your left hand up to the ceiling. Try not to push your bottom out towards you. Try and keep it tucked in and look up. Look up to the ceiling, and let's repeat the same breath. Inhale and exhale for 4. Look up to the ceiling, or if you want to, you can keep your gaze down. It's completely up to you. Imagine your shoulders are in a complete alignment here. They are one on top of each other. Inhale, return to this position, and let's repeat the process on the other side. So, neutral position with both your feet facing forward. Turn your left foot to the left and your knee being completely straight. With this right foot, you can slightly turn it in if you want the toes coming in. Now remember, don't let your body twist. Keep your body straight, central, neutral. the hips facing forward for me. Squeeze your bottom, tuck your glutes in. Inhale, bring your hands up in line with your shoulders. Active stretch, roll those shoulders back, make sure they're not up to the ceiling. Roll them back and down. Now as we inhale, we're going to lean towards the left side. Bring your left hand down towards your left shin and bring your right hand up to the ceiling and follow the gaze. If you want, you can bring your left hand down towards the floor. If you want to progress, that's absolutely fine. Just listen to your body. Make sure the shoulders are in alignment here, so you're not leaning forward or leaning back. And your right hand is up to the ceiling, fingers up straight. Inhale and exhale. Return to a neutral position. And as before, if you want to repeat this and do a few more breaths in each position, please do. In yoga, doing this triangle pose as often as you can will help your spine and free you from back pain. Our next pose is a balancing asana. Balancing asanas are fantastic for developing function of the cerebellum. They're also great for strengthening our lower body and toning our abdominals. So, I'd like you to first join me by making sure the weight is evenly distributed through your feet. Make sure your feet are in line with your hips, so not too far out, but not touching and too far forward. I'd like you to turn your right knee and hip and foot to the right. In your own time, you're going to move the weight onto your left foot. Bring the right foot up and either place the foot on your shin, and you can hold in this position, either having your hands at a prayer or hands to the ceiling in a prayer position. Find what works for you. Focus your attention on one spot. Engage your abdominals, engage your quads, engage your glutes, shoulders back, spine straight. Over time, when you're ready, you can progress this by moving your right leg up your thigh towards your groin, as close to your groin as possible, and holding the position. Again, spine nice and neutral. Engage your abdominals. Roll your shoulders back. Follow the same breath and movement pattern. What you don't want and must never do is place the foot on your knee. Avoid the joint. And relax. We're going to do the same on the other side. So weight slightly onto the right foot. Turn your left foot and knee towards the wall. Then in your own time, bring the left foot up onto your left shin and hold the position. Try and turn your knee out. Hands in a prayer position or hands above you. Focus on a spot. And over time, if you wanted to, bring your left heel underneath your groin and hold. If you feel like you are losing balance, don't worry. Allow your body to come out of balance and then realign yourself and come back into the balance. The key with yoga is to listen to your body. Engage those abdominals and breathe. Focus on a spot and breathe. Return to a neutral position. Now for the final pose, which marks the end of this yoga practice, you can join me in either a seated position on the floor, just the easy pose how we started the practice, in a neutral spine, or if you wanted to, you can completely lay down. Join me on the floor in a Shavasana. If you are on the floor, make sure that your toes are pointing out, the palm of your hands are facing up, and I'd like you to focus solely on your breath. Inhale for 3, hold, exhale for 4. Let go through your body. Allow your body to be heavy into the floor. Focus on your breath. Thank yourself for giving time today to focus on yourself, to allow your body to release tension, restore, improve your flexibility, suppleness, balance, and focus. You can stay in this position, press pause on the video and stay in this position for as long as you want. If you need to get on with your day, slowly roll to the left side for me. Come into an easy seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. Spine nice and neutral, hands on your knees. I'd like you to inhale, close your eyes and exhale. Hands in a prayer position, bow down, namaste.